get ready to put weight on your hands. So if you want to start to make a few circles, going one way and then the other, we are going to work on stag handstand and then also on pistol. So a pistol shape in a handstand and also a pistol hop. So if you know me, I love pistol, and of course I love pistol and handstand too. So there'll be lots of options for everyone. If you want to find a place where you can practice on the floor, it doesn't have to be on a mat. I just like practicing on the giant 6x6 Pro Mat. And it's always good to have a place on the wall to work too, or if you just have a stool, we've got a stool over here Tony will use. I'm going to try to point lots of things out in Tony's body like I did yesterday, and we'll see how well he cooperates. It might be really funny, and we are shooting these videos also horizontally, so you'll be able to go back and watch them later. We'll post them on our website, so keep that in mind if you can't tune in for the full video. But we are going to try to keep this to 20 minutes, 10 minutes, but if you know me, it might end up being a little bit longer than that, just because I'll get totally sucked in to handstand. So if you're tuning in now, find a place to practice on the floor, grab a chair, a couch, a coffee table, a stool, anything that you need. Hey Laura, thanks for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, you ready, Tony?
Nope. Yes.
Okay, I never know how to actually start these videos. Can you help me out, Tony?
What's up? How you doing?
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna start out by working stag. So I'm gonna have Tony go ahead and lay down on his back.
Like this?
Like that, and pull your right knee into your chest. And just take a couple moments here, and then go ahead and reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, reach towards your feet and curl up. So this way he's creating this almost shallow C shape, right, with his torso. And then reach your arms up towards the sky. Grip into your fingertips. Take a breath. Try to push through the balls of your feet and spread your toes as wide as you can. Relax. And we'll switch it out. So left knee pulls in. Take a moment there. And then when you're ready, reach the arms overhead. And then reach towards your feet, curl up, making this shallow C shape we see right here. Pushing through the balls of the feet, spreading the toes. Reach up towards the ceiling. Grip into the fingertips. Push so the shoulders come way up by the ears. So the first shape that we're working is the stag shape. Go ahead and relax. And we'll move to the wall and we'll try to work on it at the wall. So I'm going to use this bookshelf just for the sake of the video. I wouldn't recommend this unless you have a lot of experience working handstand and you're willing to take that kind of risk. Otherwise, we'll put Tony on this stool right here, okay? So let's go ahead and come up, Tony, and we'll both start out with our feet touching the wall. So his feet are going to touch this bottom of the stool, and since he's on a stool that's not against the wall, he's going to have to push down. And I'm on a wall, right, so I'm going to push back. So we'll both lift our knees up and connect our thighs with our chest. He's going to put his feet on the stool. I'm going to put my feet on the wall and go ahead and take the right leg up towards the sky. Grip into the fingers, push in your index knuckles. You guys stay here, including Tony, and I want Tony to bend this knee. So he's going to have to bring his hands closer to the stool. Closer to the stool, Tony. Closer. That's it for him. Okay, so you can see this is how much compression he has. Maybe you can reach this leg up higher, or maybe not, just based on how tight his hamstrings are. Go ahead and change legs. So again, this is a really realistic way. Yesterday we worked on an L shape, and we still want to create this internal thigh rotation. Big toe mound spins in, heel spins out. I'll show it in my body again. I'm going to get a little bit more compressed. You can take a break if you want. Connect my thighs and my chest. I'll keep my left knee touching, take my right leg up, find that internal thigh rotation. And I'm not worried about balance, so I'm just going to look at the wall and relax my neck. Try to push so my shoulders come way up on my ears. Change out the legs. And what I'm trying to do is keep the connection, keep the compression between my thigh and my chest. Coming down when you're ready. taking a moment, giving your wrists a little bit of love, and we'll work towards hopping. So you might not be comfortable hopping, and if you're not comfortable hopping, you could go back to the ground, right? Like we started the class, pulling one knee in, reaching up, reaching forward, making that shallow C shape, just trying to feel your core engaged, pushing through the balls of the feet, spreading the toes. Doing what we just did on the wall, or we'll take a couple hops up. So if we're hopping up to this shape, we'll try to position ourselves about a leg length away from the wall, okay? So for me, that's 2.5 feet. So where my toes are, that's where I'm gonna put my fingers. I'm gonna connect my left thigh and my chest before I even hop. Push into my hands, get my shoulders to come way up by my ears. Take the leg up, and notice how the hip wants to open. So I wanna level my hips, which might be less of a stretch. Bend a little bit more into that left knee. Take a couple hops up, okay? So we'll try to do 10 hops, or it's a hold for those of you that can hold. Try to keep the connection of your left thigh and your chest. We're here for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, try not to hesitate, 1, come down. Shake it out, give your wrists a little bit of love. So a lot of times we think that we're creating that compression, but we might not actually be connecting our thigh and our chest. So sometimes it can be helpful if you put something between your thigh and your chest. So as we move into the opposite leg, we'll try to keep, I just have a headband right here. So whatever you have handy, it could be a headband, it could be a pillow, it could be a block, it could be a dish towel, whatever you need. And I'm gonna have Tony we'll have you do it with this pillow just for fun. So I'm gonna have Tony put this pillow, but I know this is gonna be fun, between his thigh and his chest. So we'll do the opposite leg. You're gonna take the leg up before you even hop T. And again, you could be going towards the wall, right? But I'm just gonna stand here and try to spot and demonstrate, okay? Push, round, take a hop up for 10, or hold. 9, squeeze the pillow. 8, you dropped it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, notice the space, and 1. Great job. Go ahead and take one more hop up, T. You don't have to use the pillow this time.
Compression is relative.
Sure, compression is relative, because you can see how compressed my body is and how I'm maintaining the connection. See this space right here? He's still compressing even though he has all that space. So just because you drop the pillow or you drop the dish towel doesn't mean that you're not compressing. It's just a way of creating body awareness. Am I pulling my thigh in? Great job. Just keep holding forever, T.
Okay.
Good job. So you can see the space. I'll get one in. Back up. I don't want to kick you. So I'm going to connect my thigh and my chest before I go up. Internally rotate. Take a hop up. And I'm going to maintain the complete connection. Okay? So it's going to look different in different people's bodies. And just because you are open doesn't mean that you're compressing. But just because you're, I don't know, basically just think about pulling your thigh into your chest, okay? Just like we first started on the ground. Another way of thinking about stag handstand, if you've been practicing and you're like, oh, I can't do it, is to do it standing. Go ahead and come in a little bit more just for the Instagram. I'm gonna connect my thigh and my chest. We'll do the right leg, pull the right knee into the chest, and then we'll reach up, push into the fingers, round, and lean forward. So we want to try to create this compression, and then we'll switch it out. Left knee pulls in. Try to keep your hips level. Reach up, lean forward, grip into the fingers, push so your shoulders come way up by the ears, and then relax. So that doesn't seem like a handstand, but it's that kind of awareness and engagement that will help you lock in. Okay, the next shape we'll do is pistol. All right, so I hope Alba's watching. We'll start out with the right knee bent and the left leg straight. And we'll just do a couple of single leg lifts here. And go ahead and reach up towards the ceiling, grip into your fingers, get your shoulders to come way up by your ears, and actively pull the left thigh into your chest, trying to keep the right thigh connected with your chest. We'll switch it out once you've got about 10. That's reasonable. Nothing crazy. Switching it out, bending the left knee, straightening out the right leg. Push, grip into the fingers. Lift and lower the right leg, compressing the right thigh to the chest. I like to do a toe tap all the way up, and a toe tap to me is like toes halfway between my elbows and my wrists. And you can see what it looks like in Tony's body, right? So just because it doesn't look like what I'm doing or what he's doing doesn't mean that you're not doing it. And you might just want to stick with that. Or let's try to do a lift. You can stay in this direction, and I'm going to face this direction. Right knee's bent, left leg straight. Actively just hold it, compress, thigh to the chest. How high can you lift your leg? Lift it even higher, and then let's find a spot to hold on to. Lift up out of the low back, puff up the chest, stay there, or maybe you're just trying to get your butt off the ground. And that might be it. Or if you want to try to stand all the way up, and I want to keep the connection of my thigh and my chest, right? From here. We'll switch it out when you're ready. Coming down and changing legs. The left knee's bent, the right leg straight. Lift it as high as you can, no hands. Let go. Now hold on. Try to connect your thigh and your chest. Puff up your chest. Maybe you're just trying to get your butt an inch off the ground, 2 inches off the ground. Maybe you're just holding seated, or we'll try to stand all the way up. Try to keep your hips level. Try to connect the right thigh and the chest. We'll come back down. Okay, the pistol hop is one of my favorite hops just because it's a mental battle. It's so different, right? So if we look back at the stag hop, I'm connecting my thigh and my chest, and I hop up from here. Now, pistol hop, so the bottom leg is the bent leg in a stag hop, right? Pistol hop, the lifted leg, that becomes the bent leg, okay? So I'm actually compressing both thighs to my chest, and that can be an easier way of working towards toe tapping, toes to your wrists, and then back up, because you're more compressed, okay? So again, it's helpful to work different styles of hopping and different shapes. So let's go ahead and try it at the wall, or we'll try it on the stool. We'll put Tony on the stool, and I'll go on the wall right here. So for this, he'll put his feet on top of the stool and push down, right? And I'm gonna push in, but the action of pushing down is also helpful, right? Because that's a way of working compression, okay?
For sure.
So I'll start out the way I always start out, with my feet touching the wall, my hands under my shoulders. Push, round, lift my knees, 1 foot, 2nd foot. So we'll go back to that pike shape we were working in a previous video. I'm gonna keep my right knee bent, and I'm just gonna compress my left thigh to my chest. Let me look at Tony. Yeah, he looks great. You can see his hips are over his shoulders. Go ahead and change legs, T. Compressing thigh to the chest on the bent leg and on the straight leg. So both shapes are compressed. Take a few breaths there and then come down when you're ready, and we'll try a couple hops. So I'll demonstrate the hop, and in terms of the distance from the wall for this, you could just be like 8 inches away from the wall. Let's say maybe a foot. I'm gonna connect thigh in the chest at the bottom, but remember, this is almost this action of, let's say, downward facing dog, knee to the tricep, okay? Knee to the tricep. This is what's happening within the hop. So you might take a couple moments just to come to downward facing dog and try that knee to the tricep before you actually try to hop this shape, because mentally it can be challenging, right? So the lifted leg becomes the bent leg. The lifted leg becomes the bent leg. So right knee's bent here, left leg straight, and then the left knee's bent and the right leg straight, okay? So let's go ahead and try a few hops up. If you feel comfortable hopping towards the middle of the room, hop towards the middle of the room. If you want to go back to the seated pistol like Tony is, that's an option. But otherwise, let's do a couple hops up, T, and I'll just watch you and point things out. Do a little, torture on you. All right, so the lifted leg becomes the bent leg. We're gonna do 10 on each side. For 10, I'll do the second side for you. Compressing thigh to the chest. 8, pull that leg down. 7, so you can see how this kind of hop is gonna prevent you from going up and over. 6, because when we compress, we're not gonna go into a back bend and we're not going to flip over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I won't make him change legs. I'll do it on the other leg. You're welcome. Okay, and Tony can try to point stuff out of me. So connecting the thigh and the chest, and then the lifted leg becomes the bent leg. The straight leg, right, that switches. So we have 10, or you can hold 9, 8, 7. You can also switch the legs in the air. 6. Ooh, we're losing. 5. You can see how when you lose compression, you might lose your balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Another idea you could also try is to try to swing through pistol. And I'm going to try to land on my left foot and bring my right leg through. Okay, I'll show that one more time. I know that's a pretty advanced move, but there's a lot of people that have been practicing with me for years, and that's a really fun transition if you want to try it. I know it's one of Brian's favorites. So again, the lifted leg becomes the bent leg, lifted leg becomes the bent leg. Then I'm going to try to land on the left foot, the leg that's bent. Push, push, push. Land on the left leg, bring the right leg through. Or you can just sit in pistol. All right, that was about 15 minutes or just under. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. It's really challenging. I can't wait to work in person more with people working handstand. If you have any questions or any requests, let me know. But we are working handstand all week. So yeah, thanks for watching the video and supporting the studio. We really appreciate it.